And we're live. We're back in the studio here in Carlsbad, California. I want to welcome you to the podcast. If this is the first time that you're listening, my name is Kelly Cardenas, and we've got a mixed bag of podcasts on this show, or on this network itself. We've got, I interview some of the most iconic people in the world, and they give advice to my kids by name. I call my friends randomly, and sometimes they're on the podcast without knowing they're on the podcast. And then we also have what we're doing today, which is a bit of commentary. It is based out of Proverbs, which is 3,000-year-old wisdom. We see how it can apply to today, not through ritual, not through religion, but just through relationship. And today is a banger. One of my good buddies, his name is Vince. He reached out to me, sent a text to me. He was a little bit frustrated. He had started a new aspect of his business, and he was wondering why the people close to him hadn't supported him as much. And not only have I gone through this, there was a little fork in the road because I wanted to go down the side of I've been through this and jump in the hole and start digging it deeper and, you know, talk about why we should be mad at that. And then there was that little fork. And the other side was my pops. And my pops, I know exactly what he would say. If you've listened to the podcast, you know exactly what my pops would say. He would give some wisdom. He would settle back, and he would direct our eyes towards the only place that would give us abundant and evergreen answers. And that would be to focus on God, which is sometimes is frustrating. But I chose the road with my friend Vince to go down, which was my pops' side. I, again, wanted to give him the old school side. I wanted to give him the Lompoc side. I wanted to get in and just be like, yo, you know, people aren't supporting you. You just need to go after yours. And then God impressed on me. He was like, well, I think you need to give him a little pop's wisdom. And my pop's wisdom always came from God. So here we go. I let my buddy know that you could be a prophet in every other city but your own hometown in most cases, that your customers and your friends are going to be different things and they serve different purposes, and that's going to be completely okay. And then I woke up this morning to 2 Corinthians 9:6, which said, he who sows sparingly reaps sparingly, and he who sows generously reaps generously. And I sent the message out to my buddy Vince, and I just told him, keep planting, man. Keep planting. Keep planting seeds. A lot of times what the devil wants to come in and do is discourage you a little bit, to get you to stop planting seeds because you're not seeing the increase. You're not seeing the harvest right away. But what God was saying this morning is one waters, then another, or one plants, then another waters, but only God will bring the increase, because then we'll be able to tell the story of him. And this is the story of him today. And I want to encourage you, Vince, because your business is going to have a harvest, and that harvest is going to be absolutely abundant. But most likely it won't come from the places where you expect it. So why don't we get this party started?
Yeah, and this the vibe that raised us, made us, saved us. Love so strong that the hard times praised us. From base life roots to the freeway nights, we turn small rooms into launch pad flights. Yeah, this the vibe that raised us, made us, saved us. Love so strong that the hard times praised us. From base life roots to the freeway nights, we turn small rooms into launch pad flights. We begun surfing waves too.
Let's go right into Proverbs 28. It's amazing how God works, because I was looking at it and, you know, this was the question that I had for my pops all the time when he would say, keep planting seeds, keep planting seeds. At first, my heart would just be like, oh man, it would settle in. It would feel so great. And Vince, I hope you're feeling this way too. Jurassic sport fishing is unbelievable. My son and I, Maddox, got a chance to be able to go out, and I tell you, this is not fishing, this is catching. The seas were a little rough though, Vince, and it was scary. I felt like I was out, you know, in Jurassic Park or something like that. But it was a really cool experience and a memory that me and my son will have forever. We came home, we had tons of fish. Every time we dropped a line, we had a fish. And Vince, you're an incredible, not only captain, but you're a phenomenal fisherman, and you're an incredible guy. And you're from Lompoc, California. And on top of that, you are a first responder. So everyone should be supporting you. Everyone should be going out on a fishing trip, and everyone should be getting the merch, the new merch from Jurassic Sport Fishing. So here we go. Let's go to Proverbs 28. Well, let me go back to this. As I talked to Vince and when I was telling him, my heart kind of settled in a little bit, and I was excited about this, telling him that, you could be a prophet in every other city but your own hometown. And I had to look back and say that most of the things that I've experienced and the great things that I've experienced in my career haven't been around most of my friends didn't know what I do. Most of my friends still don't know. We have the Vibe Room, which is a live version of the podcast. That just happened November 5th. It's coming up March 11th. It's almost sold out. So, but most of my friends haven't come to it. They haven't experienced it. They don't even know what it is. They hear me talk about it, but that's not why they're my friend. But then the people who experience it, they're on another. I mean, their mind is blown. They love it, but seldom did those things intersect. I didn't know what my dad did for a long period of time. I knew he went to work, but I didn't know what he did. My best friend, Will, I don't know exactly what he does on a day-to-day basis. I support it at the highest level, but I don't know those things. So I just want to encourage you, if you have a business and maybe your friends aren't supporting the way that you think that they should, they just don't know. It's a lot of times it's not their role. But the blessing is coming. But we've got to keep planting seeds. We got to continually plant seeds. If there's a break in time throughout the year that you're planting seeds, there'll be a break in harvest when you go through. And so that's what my pops would always say to me is, before you sit down and eat any of the crops from the seeds that you have planted, son, make sure that you have planted seeds before you sit down. But this was the question that I was left with always, and I was left with this today, is what seeds should I plant? Well, it was cool because Proverbs 28, it took us through that. And and it gives us exactly the seeds to plant. And it gives us all the answers. It zeroes in on all the answers. Let's go through them and we'll hit them kind of rapid fire. If you want courage and boldness, seek God. That's a seed that you want to plant. You want courage, you want boldness, which is some of the greatest stuff in the world. Make sure that you're seeking God. That's a seed that you should plant every single day. So seek him. And you know where you'll find him? You'll find him in the Word. You'll find him in, out in nature. Go sit. I went and sat at the beach today. Do this. Spend some time alone, quality alone time, and just ask some questions. But then here's the caveat. You got to listen and then go and apply those things, bring him back the results. And I guarantee you the next time when you spend time alone, he'll show up. He'll keep showing up. He's waiting on you. Focus on wisdom, and it will bring discernment and knowledge. Focus creates growth. Focus creates growth. This is what my pop said, and that was in verse 2. This one was a big one because in verse 3, 8, 10, 15, 16, 21, and 27 is just be good to people. That is a phenomenal seed to plant. And Vince, you are good to people all the time, man. You absolutely love people. I was walking in Lompoc when I was on my way, when I was there this summer. I got inducted into the Cabrillo High School Hall of Fame, which was amazing. And I was walking, and Vince not only saw me, he waved, but he backed up and reversed like four or five houses and then drove me to where I was going, even though it was out of his way. Vince, you're good to people. Here we go in verse 4 and 17 of Proverbs 28. Invite instruction. Those who don't praise the wicked. Invite instruction. That's the charge there. But then it was like, here's the consequence if you don't. Those who don't invite wisdom or instruction, they praise the wicked. I don't want to praise the wicked, so I want to invite instruction. Invite instruction into your life. In verse 5 and 18, seek God, it is good. Seek God, it is good. Always to seek God. Just spend time with him. Just spend time. Ask him questions. Sit down. Chop it up. Talk to him just the exact way that if you're from Lompoc, talk to him. I don't even know if there is a language in Lompoc. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you're 50 years old and you're unk status, then Talk to him in that. If you're Gen Z or Y or wherever you're at and you're saying 6, 7 all the time, then just talk to God in that language. That's the language that he's going to speak back to you. He is there with you because he built you and he built you perfect, right? So seek God. It is good. In verse 6 and 11 is a small amount of right is priceless. Plant that seed every single day. In verse 7 and 9, apply instruction. Apply it. One of my friends, his name is George. He was one of the very first people in data processing, and he had a consulting company. A very brilliant man, incredible human being, and a great friend. When I've asked him a question, I have to actually apply the instruction and then bring it back. And I tell you, he's been a great mentor in my life. In verse 12, doing right will be celebrated, so do it now and then do it often. In verse 13, be open about your mistakes and learn from them. It's very simple. Plant that seed every day. In verse 14, respect and reverence God in all things. In verse 19, work your land and mind your business. In verse 20, do as unto the Lord. Do everything as unto the Lord. Sorry, I messed up on that one. But do everything as unto the Lord. In verse 22, be generous at all times. In verse 23, stand for what is right. In verse 24, honor your parents. In verse 25, focus on God and he will bring the prosperity. In verse 26, walk in wisdom as opposed to your own intelligence. Your own intelligence is limited and it's finite, but God's wisdom is infinite. In verse 28, as we finish up, the harvest is on the way. The harvest is on the way when you plant the seeds, but you got to plant the seeds. The harvest will not come if you don't plant the seeds. And what God is saying is, I don't need you to worry about the harvest. I just need you to plant the seeds. And not only I want you to plant the seeds, but I'm going to tell you exactly the type of seeds that I want you to plant. If you don't remember them, go back, listen to this over again, and hear those points. Or just read Proverbs 28 because it lists out all the seeds that we should be planting every single day of our lives. I want to encourage you, Vince, because the seeds that you plant today will be tomorrow's harvest. But there will be no harvest if you don't plant the seeds. But that leaves us with the question, what seeds should I plant? Well, God has given us the blueprint right there. One will plant, another will water, and God will bring the increase. And so I want to give you the encouragement today, especially you, Vince, with Jurassic Sport Fishing. It is a spent check that it is going to work. It will work. God just wants you to keep he wants you to keep focused on him. And when you keep focused on him, then you'll tell the story of him as opposed to the story of Jurassic Sport Fishing, about Jurassic Sport Fishing merch. It won't matter those things. He wants all the people that come around that see the abundance and the success of what you're doing in your business. He wants all those people to be focused on him. And that's it. And so when we spend time with him, then we understand that. You may never see the increase for a year, for decades, or ever, but God does. Your job is to just keep planting. And the cool thing about God is that he has given us the exact type of seeds that will bring the greatest abundant increase of all time. All we have to do is seek to spend time with him, listen to his words, and apply his wisdom. Vince, I want you to encourage you to keep planting. Your harvest is on the way. And every one of you, wherever you're at in your journey, your harvest is on the way, but your harvest is not in the field. Your harvest is in the seed. If you want to know the right type of seeds to plant, read Proverbs 28. Read the corresponding proverb, corresponding day. I absolutely love you. I'm proud of you, Vince. I'm cheering for you all the time. And I just want you to know that I absolutely love you. I had to be here in the studio today. I'm taking off. I'm actually going fishing with my son today. So I hope you have a phenomenal day. My name is Kelly Cardenas, and I'm officially off the hot seat. Pete, love, and soul.
Yeah, yeah, and this the vibe that raised us, made us, saved us. Love so strong that the hard times praised us. From base life roots to the freeway nights, we turn small rooms into launchpad flights. Yeah, this the vibe that raised us, made us, saved us. Love so strong that the hard times praised us. From base life roots to the freeway nights, we turn small rooms into launchpad flights. We begun surfing waves too low, made our own rules everywhere we go. Held tight to the truth that our parents declared. Anything is possible, the love stayed there. Now Rob's daughter ballin' on the end scene, Olay scene. Will's kids live dreams we never could have seen. This the vibe that raised us, made us, saved us. Love so strong that the hard times praised us. From base life roots to the freeway nights, we turn small rooms into launchpad flights.